What's up, everybody, and welcome to Top Shelf Media. If we're meeting for the first time, I'm Mike, and on this channel I like to do tech gear reviews, but today we're doing something a little bit different. As promised, we will be doing part 2 of the tech gift guides. Let's get to it. Alright, so like I said, today's video is part 2 of the tech gift ideas. Just like the previous video, I'll put links in the description below. We're going to start right off with talking about tablets. Now, it's hard to talk about tablets without mentioning Apple's iPad. Apple iPads have been around for a long time, and I got this one a long time ago. I don't remember how much exactly I paid for this, but right now, the iPad 2018 model is running at about $419.99 on Amazon. You can definitely go cheaper tablets than that, though, more inexpensive tablets. You can get Amazon makes tablets. They have their Fire HD 10, which is running about $109, or you can get the Fire 7 Kids Edition for those kids in your life for about $99.99. Samsung makes really good tablets as well. Right now on Amazon, they have their Galaxy Tab A for $197.99, and they have a whole line of tablets. You can get there's a bunch of tablets that Samsung makes, and not only from Samsung, there's a bunch of tablets out there that I have not mentioned yet in this video. So definitely check out the links below. Okay, so next we're going to talk about smartwatches. Now, I know that there's a bunch of brands of smartwatches out there. You know, there's Fitbit, Samsung, Fossil, Garmin makes smartwatches. I mean, there's just a bunch out there to choose from. It just depends on how much you want to spend. So I actually have the Fitbit Ionic, and that right now on Amazon is going to run you about $249. You can also get the Fitbit Versa for $199.95. So it just depends on how much you want to spend. The two watches are fairly similar, but it just depends on there's just a few more things Ionic can do over the Versa. Now, if you want to go even more expensive smartwatches, Samsung makes watches. They have their Gear S3, which is $267.97 on Amazon right now, as well as their S2, which is cheaper at $142. And then, like I said, Garmin makes a smartwatch, and their actual smartwatch is $238. That's for their Vivoactive. And then Fossil makes a bunch of different types of smartwatches as well. So like I said, there's a bunch of different types of smartwatches out there. All you got to do is just figure out what brand you want and kind of what you want it to do. You know, some of them have the heart rate monitors out of them. Some of them don't. Some smartwatches are actually more activity trackers rather than smartwatches. So it just depends on kind of what you're looking for and what you want in your watch. Okay, so the next thing we're going to put on this list are drones. Now, obviously, drones are a big thing right now, and they can get very pricey. It just depends, like, again, on how much you want to spend. This Syma X5SW is a very nice starter drone. It comes on Amazon at about $35, and it comes with a remote. You use your phone to control the camera and all that stuff. It's a very low-end drone. It's good for practicing. It's good for getting started. There is really no stabilization on it when you're flying it, so that's one thing you have to look out for. Now, if you want to go higher end, DJI makes a whole line of drones. They have their Phantom 4, they have the Mavic Air, they just came out with the new Mavic 2. If you haven't seen my video on the Mavic Air, I'll link it up in the YouTube card. You should totally check that out. And then there's also the GoPro Karma. GoPro's made their own drone called the GoPro Karma. And right now on Amazon, that's running about $799.99. So again, just like everything else that's been in this video so far, it just depends on your brand name you want to go with and what you want it to do. So the next thing on my list is smart thermostats. Now, if you know someone who just moved into a house or just a techie who loves to be able to control, loves having their whole house connected, smart thermostats are definitely the way to go. You know, you can go higher end with Nest. Nest makes some really good thermostats. But right now you're going to look at spending about $209 on a Nest thermostat on Amazon. From there you can go down to Honeywell makes a $138 thermostat, as well as they make a lower end at an $85 thermostat. And then you have Ecobee. They have their Ecobee 4, which is a $228 thermostat. So it just depends on what you want it to do. A lot of the higher end thermostats are what they're calling learning thermostats. So it'll basically learn your routine and be able to adjust it on its own without you really having to do anything, which some people find really cool and some people find really scary. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking at getting a thermostat for someone or a gift for their house, a smart thermostat is definitely the way to go. Next thing on my list is very specific, which is why I left it till the end. This is for someone who's a photographer, videographer, graphic designer, someone who uses computers on a regular basis and computer monitors on a regular basis. This is called the Spyder5 Pro. Now what this thing does is it attaches to your monitor and it helps calibrate your monitor to the industry color reference standards, so you know your monitors are going to match. So you can do this to multiple monitors, so you know all of them are going to look the same. When you take an image from one computer to a different computer, you know that they're going to look the same. That also goes well with when printing. Now if you're going to print a photo, you want to make sure that the colors you're editing in Photoshop or whatever your editing software is, when you print it out, you want them to match exactly. You don't want to go through all that hard work of editing a photo and then printing it out and having the hue off just a little bit. You want it to be exactly the same. So this is something, like I said, is very specific to this group of people, but the person who gets this gift is gonna love it. All right, everybody, well, there you have it. That was part 2 of the tech gift ideas. Like I said before, I'll put the links in the description below. If you missed part 1, go ahead and click this link on screen. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.